Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Bayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. We're going to call this the October 14th shipment because Justin is probably doing a video today. So we're going to do 5 mini trucks in this video. And before I do that, I want to cover a few really important topics that I should mention. The first thing I'd like to ask is that you subscribe to our channel. So would you please hit the subscribe button, and that'll help us get to our 10,000 mark. I mean, we're not a big channel, but 10,000 subscribers would be nice. It's just a round number, but the benefit to you is will be easier to find. And Mayberry Mini Trucks is the has been for years the number one importer of Japanese mini trucks in the United States. Mayberry Mini Trucks did get the law passed in North Carolina back in 2019, making mini trucks street legal. We did that. Governor Cooper signed our bill into law, and now you will get a title with your purchase. And there's no extra charges. We don't play games that your typical people might play if they're in the used car business. We've never ever had any additional fees. So, for example, if the truck says on the windshield $7,800, then all you pay to take the truck home would be $7,800. Simple. Simple, simple. And that's really the way, in my opinion, the way that it should be. We don't get you to commit to the vehicle and then add a surprise later. That's so disingenuous and but so common. Okay. Mayberry Mini Trucks does deliver. So we do bring the truck to you if you don't have a trailer, or if you just don't have the time. Maybe you have a trailer, but you don't have the time to drive here. So Mayberry Mini Trucks has delivered to Minneapolis, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Miami, Miramar, New York City, Montpelier, Vermont. So we have, and even um, Des Moines, Iowa, twice, twice to Des Moines, and Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi. And so I have delivered just thousands of mini trucks. And it used to be I slept in my truck. I have a memory foam mattress in the back of my truck with a camper top shell. And I slept in that more than I slept in my own bed for a few years. And it was just, but it's to accommodate the sale of the vehicle. There's Binley. And Binley is our mascot dog. And but anyway, so it's to accommodate the sale, and we charge $2.50 per mile one way. So, for example, if you're 100 miles away, it is $250. If you're 200 miles away, it's $500 to bring the truck to you. If you buy two vehicles, two mini trucks, or a mini truck and a mini truck van or a K van, then it's $3 per mile. So if you bought two, it's $3 per mile. If you buy one, it's $2.50 per mile. So we do deliver. And also, Mayberry Mini Trucks uses full synthetic oil. So we do service what we sell. I get calls a lot. Now that we got the law passed, making them street legal, Billy Bob, sorry if your name's Billy Bob, but Billy Bob decides maybe I want to be a dealer. And seriously, though, they might import some mini trucks, but they don't know how to work on them, or they don't know how to buy them. Purchasing a mini truck is a very dicey risk that can go wrong. I've done that. Man, how many times have I regretted a purchase? We've probably owned over 8,000 mini trucks and maybe a few hundred that we regret. Maybe more than a few. But anyway, we do know how to discern what is good and what is not good. And we really try to shoot high. We try to get low mileage trucks that are in good condition. That's what we've always done, and we don't have any reason to change. So, again, guys, please hit the subscribe button, hit notification, and then you'll be notified when we post a video such as this. And then hit the thumbs up if you like our content. And oh, so we service what we sell. If the four-wheel drive doesn't work, we fix it. If the battery's bad, we replace it. We would change the oil with 5W30 full synthetic oil, and then we check. There's a turkey. Look at that. Can you see that turkey in the road crossing right there? There's another one. Two turkeys. Oh, man. Oh, I touched the wrong thing on my camera. But you should have. Oh, there's another one. And another one. It's a whole gang. And another one. Oh, there goes Binley. Oh, Binley. Binley's looking back like, is that okay? Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so if something major on the vehicle's not working, we do repair it. And we use full synthetic oil. We change the air filter, the oil filter, um, and make sure that it's running well, that it has good power at normal operating temperature. Here is the first vehicle. That is the VIN number that you would reference if you like the truck and want to inquire about it. We're going to go around the perimeter of the windshield and see what kind of condition it's in. It's been a while since I've done these videos. But one thing that Mayberry Mini Trucks likes to do is educate the consumer, because an educated customer, or an educated consumer, I think is what I say, is our best customer. Now, this, look at the clarity of that headlight. That's beautiful. And the front bumper is phenomenal. Another really crystal clear headlight door, and no dings at all there. No dings on the front fender. No dings on that door, guys. The door and the fender are ding free. Magnificent tire, and the blue water-based paint dot right there. That means it doesn't have a lot of highway time, because that is and it's beautiful under there. So now we've got a couple dings. Ding, ding, ding. That's just dirt. But another beautiful tire. Really nice tire. I like what Suzuki does with that rust proofing there. A nice gold patina on that Japanese hardware. Very nice under there. Very nice. No rust. Guys, look here. This bed is beautiful. Really pretty bed. And a nice back of the cab. Got a few dings. Tiny. Ding, ding, ding. Good plastic. And good looking bedside panel. Nice tire again. Beautiful mud flap. Toolbox. And I've already looked in there. There's a tool kit in there. Coming down the door post. Ding free, guys. Remarkable. Another nice tire. Beautiful. No rust. That's what we were looking for, is to see if there's any rust damage. And a really nice interior door panel. Now we're checking for rust underneath the door, and there is none. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to look under this floor mat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very pretty. And that shows our engine. That's where the battery is on these new Suzukis. And we have to lock this so that, it insulates from the noise and the heat. Very nice. This is an automatic. Wow. Another nice door panel. Look at Binley. Binley just got excited this morning seeing those turkeys. Or those turkey. Turkey is plural and singular. Okay. Very nice under there. And we do have some seat tears. There, about a 6-inch tear. And there, about, well, a little corner piece you can see. Um, and it is a 4-wheel drive automatic. That is pretty nice. Now, I wonder, let's see if we can get this thing to start. If it starts, sometimes the batteries are dead at this point. Oh, nice. Yeah. So this has 13,539 kilometers. Guys, that is ridiculously low miles. So that is incredible. That is like, I don't know, 8,000 original miles. Um, guys, I- you know, oh, man, 8,000-mile truck. The only thing wrong really was that right there, a couple dings. Um, I'm not going to call this a unicorn. Just because of that tear in the seat. Unicorn is a term that I'm very careful about using. I've used it forever. If you guys have been watching my videos over time, you know that when I see a super nice mini truck, I mean exquisite, I'll call it a unicorn. That is almost a unicorn. It's got 8,000 miles, which is insane. And you can see that water-based paint job is a leading indicator of what's coming. But whoever used the truck in the past had something in their pockets or something that tore the seat. So I'm not going to call it a unicorn, but it really, really deserves unicorn status if it were not for that seat tear. All right, so now an HA7, which means a 4-wheel drive. Honda, going around the perimeter, we have a dent in the roof right there. Going around the perimeter, very nice perimeter, meaning no damage. So we did have a dent in the roof, but no rust damage is what I should say. So we have a nice headlight door, pretty Honda symbol. Another nice headlight door, a little cloudy, maybe. The antenna is bent. And we have a tiny ding right there, tiny ding right there, and a small crease right there. Beautiful tire, beautiful underneath here, just dirt. All right, now looking down the bed side, we have maybe half a dozen or 8 dings. Ding, 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 ding. Scratch. That's bent right there. Nice tire. Now we're going to look under the bed. Got some seam rust under there, but not too bad. Not bad. All right. The bed is in good condition. Good condition on the rear of the cab. These newer mini trucks, the 1999s and 2000s, in fact, that's all 5 of these are 99 or 2000, are 2 inches wider than previous. So they have a little more width. The bed is the same length, but it's 2 inches wider than the 1998 and before. Okay, now the back of the tailgate here has a ding, 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 ding. Good looking interior of the bed, but dings on the tailgate. Okay, now we have a ding, ding, scrape, crease, ding, crease. Bentley's running again. Bentley's going crazy. This is like, this is a dog's dream. This is the dream of every dog to live in a place like this. And I'm 58 years old. When I was 30, I bought this place, and our children grew up here. It's 100 acres, and we've just been so fortunate and so blessed to just walk out here and our kids grow up out here in the woods. But yeah, Binley is also now the sole beneficiary, pretty much, since all the kids are moved out, of this wild territory. All right, so back at it. Enough talking. This looks really nice. However, it has a crease and a scratch right there. Nice looking tire again. Very nice. And so you guys, if you're new to our videos, you might be saying, well, why is he going taking so much time? Would he get on with it already? But that's just not how we do it. At Mayberry Mini Trucks, we are known for over the top, fastidious videography of our any imperfections. So speaking of, we do have some rust right there and right there. So I want to make sure you see that. Um, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. That's very timely. Good looking seat. Um, so that's very timely. And the point is, so this truck is in good condition. It's not very good. It's not great. It's good. So this is a work truck on a farm. No rust under here. The door panel on the inside is not torn, but we also have a little bit of rust right there. And the seat has a small tear right there. We are in neutral. And a new style Honda does have a clutch safety switch. Starts right up. I think I'm going to let this run for a little bit because the battery, while it wasn't low, it wasn't exactly jumping with amperage either. The next one is an S210P, which is a four-wheel drive Daihatsu. And if you like what you see, let us know. And we're going to go around the periphery here and see what kind of condition. A tiny ding right there. And the front of the truck is in remarkable condition. Look at the clarity of that headlight door. Beautiful. Very pretty. I like that chrome lettering. Very pretty. Nice looking turn signal door also, or lens, turn signal lens. Um, so guys, this door is ding free. Ding free. Look at that tire. Is that not a beautiful tire? That is gorgeous. Very nice under there. Beautiful bedside panel. One ding right there. Underneath here, this looks really pretty. The bed is fantastic. The only thing wrong with this bed is around the perimeter, there and there, it has a little bit of rust. So you could take this gasket off. It peels right off when you undo those stainless steel bolts. Those are 12 millimeter. Then this cover lifts out. You can take this off. It's just pressed onto the edge. You can wire brush that there and that over there, and then coat it with a good epoxy. And then that will preserve it. And then put your gasket back on there. Okay, now we're going to look at the tailgate. And we have a good looking tailgate, a couple of dings, extremely small dings, but worth mentioning. Nice spare tire, nice brake lens. Okay. And now we have a ding here. Ding, tiny, 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 and a scrape there. Here's the underside of the bed, looking really good. beautiful. Look at the hardware. Again, got that gold patina on it. Coming down the door post on the passenger door, we have no dings. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. We got one ding right there. Beautiful tire. That is remarkable. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So now, oh, we have the battery cover there. The door panel is exceptional. No tears at all and no rust. That's kind of a big deal. All right, let's look underneath here. Dirty, but rust free. That's what you want to see. Beautiful seat on the passenger side. And this door panel looks remarkable. Absolutely beautiful. That is stunning. Dirty, dirty, but rust free. So that'll clean right up. That gets a solid thumbs up. And let's see if this battery is any good. Nope, battery doesn't work. But it does have air conditioning, and it was depressed. The seat is beautiful. It has 37,912 kilometers, which is like 23,000 or 24,200 miles. Beautiful. Very nice. Now, did I check the mileage on this Honda? 63,737. So that means 37,500 or 38,000 miles. But so I'm glad I checked that because I neglected to check it when I was originally videoing it. Here's another Honda HA7, which means four-wheel drive. Coming around the perimeter here, very nice. No rust, no rust, no rust. So that's nice. And the hood has one ding right there. Good looking front bumper, good looking headlight doors. This front bumper can come off, or you can tape it and shoot it with a semi-gloss black, and it looks very nice when you do that. Coming down the driver's door post or pillar, we have no dings. Looking at the door, we have one ding. Tire looks good. Just dirt. That is not rust. That is just dirt. Okay. Now, the bedside panel has one ding from the inside out right there. The bed is flawless. Beautiful, beautiful bed. Beautiful. What I mean is where the bed pan itself meets the rear of the cab. That's where the damage typically happens because they'll leave it parked at an angle and water will pool and cause rust, or it can. Now, the tailgate has one ding here and a tiny, tiny ding there. I really like the rubber bumpers, the corner bumpers on the new Hondas. I think it's a nice improvement. Now, there's not much you can see under here on the Honda. Um, Now we're going to look at the bedside panel on the passenger side, and we have four dings. Small, small. One, two, three, four. They are small. Again, here's the bottom of the Honda. Hard to see much. Good looking rear of the cab. Just got some, surface rust where the weld marks were. Coming down the door post on the passenger side, it looks nice. No dings. No dings. And again, dirty, but no rust. Very nice. Okay. This is the windshield washer tank. it goes under the hood. So that means that somebody had to replace or jump the battery because the battery is located. That looks good right there. It's just dirty. The battery is located underneath that in the hood or in the engine compartment. So let's take a look here. Japanese lighter. Does it work? No. Oh, well. If you were ever camping and you only had this, you'd probably keep doing it until it worked. Okay. Seat does have a tear here and here. If the battery's bad, we'll replace it. If it that's one of the things we do. Let's see if this starts. Yes, it does. Um oh, the air conditioning kicked on. All right. So looking really good under there. The seat actually looks really nice. And this has 49,028. So that's 30,700 miles or thereabouts. Four-wheel drive, 5-speed with air conditioning because that air is cold. Very nice. Very nice. And and it's in good condition. It had its small bumps and bruises. I'm going to shut this Honda off now. And we have one truck to go. One truck left. All right, our last truck is also a Honda. Okay. HA7 1001903 coming around the perimeter here. The antenna is bent. You can probably bend it back if you used two hands. I only have one hand since I'm videoing, so I'm not even going to try. I've tried many, many times. All right. Now, the perimeter of the windshield does look very nice. No rust. No rust. No dings. That is ding free. Look at the clarity of that headlight door, guys. That's amazing. Now, you can see how that's kind of a grayish. You can see the poured injection molding pattern. That's all factory. That's all normal. But like I was saying on the other one, you can hit it with semi-gloss and it does improve it. But it doesn't look bad now. It's very Honda-esque. And Daihatsus are the same way, but not quite the same swirl. Guys, this door is stunning, and so is the fender. No dings at all. Beautiful in here. Beautiful. Nice tire. Coming down the door post on the driver's side. It's looking good. Guys, we have one tiny ding right there on that bedside panel. Guys, this bed is beautiful. It only has surface rust right there. That's it. The rest of the bed is remarkable. Look at the bedside panel covers. That is really nice. Guys, this tailgate has three dings. One, two, three. And when I say ding, I mean a shopping cart ding. Like you're at the grocery store and somebody's shopping cart rolls into your car. It makes a ding. So we have two super small dings here from the inside out. One, two. Beautiful. Man, this is a nice truck. This thing is nice. Beautiful. Now, coming down the door post on the passenger side, all we have is a crease there and a ding there. Another nice tire, really a nice wheel. Pretty pretty. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really nice, guys. Man, that is nice under there. The seat is stunning. Wow, this is nice. I wonder how many I wonder how many miles this is. Look at the condition of that latch. That's another thing. That's a good telltale or a telltale is a sailing term. Do you guys know that? A telltale is a sailing term. It it a telltale is a string that's tied to your sail, and you look at the way that string is flying, and that tells you a lot about the character traits of the wind while you're under sail. So, not necessarily mini truck related, but very interesting because I am a sailor and I am getting ready to really go sailing. Stephanie and I have been up to the Chesapeake. We went up to St. Michael's, Maryland, Solomon's Island. Boy, that's nice over there, guys. Look at that seat. That is beautiful. 55.9, so 56,000. The air is ice cold. The air conditioning, this has air conditioning and it is cold. So 56,000, 55,906. That's like 34,000, 33,000 miles. Four-wheel drive, 5 speed, beautiful Honda. Guys, I'm going to say that's a unicorn. This is a unicorn. It was in really good shape and it has low miles. That's really what you want to see. 35,000 miles is great and it's in really good shape. So that's a unicorn. That is a unicorn four-wheel drive, 5 speed Honda with air conditioning. Nice. Well, guys, that concludes our video. That is the end of the Mayberry Mini Trucks um, October 14th shipment. Please subscribe to our channel and come on the journey with us. We really try to run a tight ship and take good care of the customer. That's our reputation. It's been our reputation since we started this crazy movement 15 years ago. And we've never relaxed our standards on anything. That's just how we are. We've never relaxed our standards on anything. We only have gone the other way. We've tightened our standards. And I can give you multitudinous examples of where we've tightened standards from the day that we began 15 years ago. But we've imported over 8,000 mini trucks. We've owned by far more mini trucks than anybody else in the United States. Uh, so that means that our opinion and our abilities are qualified opinions and qualified abilities. So, guys, thank you for watching our video. And again, please subscribe to our channel, hit thumbs up, and hit notification, and then you'll be notified when we post a video.